live on our Facebook page a little early in here. 10 o'clock news slot on WGRD. We go to Greene County Mayor Kevin Morrison.
Good morning, Ron, and good morning, Greene County. We'll start off with some good news. We can report that several water districts are reporting that in the county that they have 100% customer service restored. Cross Anchor, Old Knox, Mossheim, and Glen Hills are all reporting that 100% of their customers that they serve have water. However, that being said, you may have low pressure, and it may sometimes appear rather intermittent at times. North Greene Utilities is reporting about a 15% outage for some of their customers, mostly in the southwestern portion of their district, down near exit 30. The Chuckey Utility District, which is and has been the hardest hit, is still reporting that customers along the 107 cutoff, the Irwin Highway that are served by the Horse Creek tank there in that sector is still some customers without water there. However, what I can say about Chuckey Utility District is the utility company that is assisting them hopes to have a 12-inch temporary line in place sometime today to be able to reestablish water connection and water service for those customers along the 107 and the Irwin Highway there that are still remaining without water. We would hope to also supply then or refill the Horse Creek tank and then be able to service that section of the county as well. But good news, water service is coming back. However, that being said, the system is still very delicate. And I will turn it over here in just a few minutes to Greenville Water Commissioner Laura White to give us an update on the pumping station and other business regarding the Greenville Water Commission. But the system is still delicate. We have temporary pumps in the river that have to be monitored 24/7, and the reservoir is full. A lot of the outlying utilities in the county are reporting that their tanks are full, but the system is still very delicate as it comes back up to full pressure. So we're still asking folks to conserve water. Again, now is not the time to be watering the lawn and doing unnecessary things with water as we again test the system that was completely shut down, I think, for the first time actually in the history of the Water Commission and the utilities that we have. So please continue to conserve water and understand and know that the system is very delicate at this time. So we again appeal to you to do those things. I'll turn it over to Greenville Water Commissioner Laura White, and she can tell us about her operation.
Thank you, Kevin. As Kevin said, it is still a delicate situation. We're pleased that all of the utilities now have, most of them have, restored service. The auxiliary pumps that we have at the raw water intake are just that, they're auxiliary pumps. So we have to tweak those. We have to basically babysit those. We've got some people staying down there with them every night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. To monitor them and to make sure that if anything does happen, that they can get that fixed really fast. We have 2 more of the larger pumps, supposedly, according to Xylem, our pump manufacturer, that should be here tomorrow. And so we're cutting in some taps today down at the river for redundancy type purposes. The boil water notice is still in effect for all of Greene County. TDEC requires us to take several bacteriological samples since the system lost pressure. So until we get those results back from all of the BAC-T samples, we would request that you boil the water because we don't know, what might be in there right now. Everything that you're getting has been through the treatment process. However, the lines were depressurized, and we have to get those samples in before we can lift the boil water notice. I think that's. Anything else that you all think of?
Nope.
So we do ask that you still conserve if you can, please.
The second item of business I have is the landfill transfer station again remains open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The convenience center hours have been expanded by 2 hours on either side of their either opening at 6, staying open until 4, or closing at 6 and opening at 10. Therefore, we've moved the opening of those centers to 8 a.m. So um, we have that schedule now posted online. I think that can be found at your website, can it not, Ron?
Yes, sir. WGRB.com.
So tune in to WGRV.com, and I think there's a link there for the convenience center hours, and they have been updated as this disaster and the recovery continue. The debris site, located at 4575 Old Asheville Highway, is nearly complete and will be inspected and opened uh, with their approval, hopefully on Wednesday, and we'll begin to take disaster-related construction debris uh, and trees and that sort of thing uh, at that site beginning on Wednesday. So we'll continue to update you tomorrow with our broadcast here exactly what the status of the debris site is. So that would be a centralized place here in the county to bring debris, construction related debris, disaster related debris, trees and the like to that site. Um, I'll hand it off now to Heather Sipe, and she can update us on the operations of FEMA and the ongoing disaster recovery. Today, we do transition. We close our disaster management phase and open the transition to recovery phase. So Greene County will be transitioning to the recovery phase of the disaster, and Heather, you can update us on the rest of that.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to do an update on water distribution. We will be continuing to do that until further notice. We do have one water distribution site open today. That will be at Camp Creek Volunteer Fire Department, 700 Greystone Road from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. We had some need out in that community, so we wanted to go ahead and open that up today for distribution, and all the others, and including Camp Creek. We'll do the regular schedules this week, Wednesday and Friday, 3 to 5, at all the other locations, plus Camp Creek Volunteer Fire Department. Some of the things I want to touch base with you all on today. First of all, we had our damage assessment preliminary meeting with the local teams yesterday with the coordinators. We have 4 teams currently, and they should already be out into the areas of damage. They will have marked cars with Greene County logos on them, as well as IDs on that personnel. All of those personnel come from the property assessor's office through Chuck Jeffers' authority. So you will see vehicles and personnel out in the damaged communities today. So they are legit. They are doing their job and what they're supposed to be doing. So they will be out there doing damage assessment. We do hope to have that completed for Greene County toward the end of the week, and we'll be updating as that goes along. The biggest thing I want to talk to y'all about is the FEMA presence in Greene County. I know there's been a lot of hesitancy when it comes to FEMA just because of the information that's been put out. Fake information, hoax, and things, scammers trying to make you afraid of FEMA coming into our community. We have had several meetings with FEMA. We have a lot of information about who's going to be into our communities. And I will tell you a list of all FEMA representatives, again, all FEMA representatives in our community. Law enforcement has a list of information, and they can verify that. If you have any reason to feel like if you come across somebody from FEMA and feel unsafe, or if you feel like there's some reason that they need verified, you can contact your local jurisdiction as far as law enforcement, or you can call the non-emergency number. Do not call straight 911. Call the non-emergency number 423-638-8663, and tell them that you need a FEMA verification. That listing is in our 911 dispatch, and they are able to look up that information as well. But like I said, there is a presence in Greene County with FEMA representatives. We are trying to keep it, I don't want to say on the down low, but as we start up until we kind of get it built up, the trust and everything within our community, that they are in areas. For instance, we're looking at the distribution center at Trinity United Methodist Church. That's where you pick up items. You may see representatives there. I'm making arrangements for somebody to be there in case you want to talk to them about disaster assistance. And they also businesses, please. I know, and I apologize for yesterday. They did not understand the communications that we were asking them to not yet go into businesses, but they will be bringing you flyers and asking you to put those up in your businesses to give information to the community, because obviously a lot of our community members come into your locations. I'm going to show you what the flyer looks like. Um, and this is what their flyer, and that's what they've given to us. It's also, you will see it in Spanish, and this has also been given to our local officials, response agencies, everything like that, so you know what to look for. So when you see this yellow flyer with information, that is information for you. Please look at it, take the information down, and please apply. We can't get you assistance if you don't apply, and that has to be done through you. And they can talk to you, and they will be getting with you later on. FEMA will, with a face-to-face to get you assistance. There's a lot of assistance information out there. I know Red Cross, you're going to see them in our community as well. They will be putting out information on how they can assist you too. So that's kind of the things I wanted to touch base on. Again, I repeat, FEMA is in Greene County. They do have a presence. We do have a legit list of who those representatives are, and we can verify them through law enforcement, through EMA, through our 911 dispatch. But if you do feel like it's somebody that is not a true representative, please, like I said again, call your local law enforcement jurisdiction number, and they can verify, or call our non-emergency 911 number at 423-638-8663 for assistance. But I promise you, all the conversations we have had with FEMA and all the meetings, they are here to help you and assist you and build your life back and build your homes back and take care of you. So we would not be sitting here telling you this if we didn't believe it as well. So please work with FEMA so we can get you back to where you need to be. If you have any questions, you need to ask me anything about this, you're welcome to call our office here at EMA at 423-798-1729. I think that's all I have, Mayor.
All right. I have one last thing on our AidNet, which is the management agency for our donations and volunteer efforts. They continue to manage, process, and accept donations here through their office in the mobile command center just outside the EOC, and those are for our area in Western North Carolina. So as we are blessed to have much through the donations of many, it then becomes our duty and responsibility to assist our neighbors in Carter, Unicoi, Johnson, Washington, and Western North Carolina. So therefore, we will continue to work here locally to help all of those in need that have lost so much until everyone is made whole. We're going to pool on all of our resources, whether it be through the state or the federal agencies that are designed and set up to help us with financial aid and recovery, or it's something as simple as making sure that the lights and the water stay on and the roads get cleared and the bridges get rebuilt. Operations continue with the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault to operate from the Greenville Airport, which we now affectionately refer to as Fort Greene Devil. So at Fort Greene Devil, in support of disaster relief across East Tennessee and Western North Carolina, we have the 101st Airborne Division operating here. So those agencies and organizations, again, continue to help us provide disaster relief for our neighbors as we move into the recovery phase. So I think we've addressed everything. Ron, do you have any further questions that we might address either with water services or recovery phase services?
I think that's it, Mayor. I would add that we've got some information that we're passing along about the people to be out damage assessing. They are not asking for money. There is no payment. They will have proper identification. You should not ever give out your banking information to anybody or any financial information. Got a question, contact 911. There are no representatives officially asking for anything other than a damage assessment. They don't want information on your personal life, on your finances. They're not asking for
No.
money up front.
No.
No, and we can't stress that enough, that if anyone is approaching you at your home, on your property, or elsewhere, and they're asking for any type of financial support or trying to financially obligate you to anything or asking you to cede over anything, that is not legitimate. FEMA, even our local representatives here are not going to take anything away from any of our citizens nor ask you for anything. So they're not going to ask you for a blank check or anything like that, and don't cede that over to anyone. In fact, if that does occur, then you should contact us, contact 911, the sheriff's office, the police department. Get word to a legitimate, trusted agency that you know of here, and we will make sure that that is dealt with in accordance to the law and protect you and your neighbors. That also goes the same with any contractors that are coming into the area or posing as contractors coming into the area. We are blessed here with a great number of people that have great talent, and I know that people that are listening to this broadcast know those folks. So there's no issue or problem for the folks that you know, but the ones that you don't, they're not going and should not ask you for anything monetarily, financially, or otherwise, because that's not the way these agencies are designed to function. So, and we'll get more information out on that as the case may be. So, we just want to make sure that everybody's protected. Things are upfront and transparent, and if you have any issues or problems, please call. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us in some form or fashion.
Thank you very much. That's Greene County Mayor Kevin Morrison, Greenville Water Commissioner Director Laura White, and EMA Director Heather Sight. We will sign off for this daily briefing and resume another one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on 99.5 FM.